Right, guys, we are back. I do apologize for that. Seems that we just had a quick little problem there with some lag, but we will be jumping right into this one. It is the knife round going underway. WinFakt versus Immortals, and a quick little roster rundown here. For the WinFakt side, we have Reflexer, Duffy, Patrick, Miles, and Nighty, and then for the Immortal side, we have George, Darcy, Steve Star, Hitch, and Mark. Now, knife round, still the same old attack, defense, and pretty sure the winner of this one is going to be picking defense. Although, as it have, the Immortals are playing well under knife. Miles is your last man standing, and he should be going down here any second with a whole bunch of Immortals running around him. And Miles taken out there quickly. We will see the restart extremely quickly coming in. And as it have the chosen defense?
Yeah, it looks like it. Most of IM are on the defensive side, so it's looking like they're going to sort that out once they decide to ready themselves up. It's nothing changes in the game really. They just take ages to decide after pushing us for the knife round. They just then take ages after they get it.
You think the COD 4 scene has progressed since you've left, kind of thing, and you come back and you hope to see something different? Nope, we're still the good old same COD 4
nice
scene.
Server switch, map switch.
Which is peculiar. Either way, it will be city streets then, by the looks of it. Best of one still is. But we might have another knife underway then. Or will they be going straight live? To wait to be seen.
Yeah, so it's a knife for the map, knife for the defense. Okay, they're going for a getter.
First time I've seen this, they usually just knife for sides and they have set maps, but it seems
yeah, I was thinking the same.
Special.
Group stage, it's normally like set maps. They just go for it, but it makes sense.
The Germans are having their way. They want to knife it out for the map. And we are waiting on Duffy once again. So not too bad. We're only starting 13 minutes late, which compared to other matches is actually not bad.
It's not bad considering I had to patch, install Punk.
It was actually a convenient one,
Yeah.
They could sense that you needed it.
So how's it about yourself? I mean, obviously we've got this $10,000 tournament. Who do you think is likely favourites to go through and win the whole thing?
Likely favourites to go through and win the whole thing. Honestly, Lowland Lions have got my money. Last night alone, they won, I believe it was a Euro Cups match, a CVC Course Avengers Challenge match, and an EMS match. I mean, they've been winning just about anything they've been playing online. I'll give them that much. Fnatic have been coming up strong though. They are back together, have got a whole bunch of people new in the lineup, and they've actually been getting some strats done. Saw them perform really well the other night. So between Lowland Lions and Fnatic, actually, I'm going to say is really strong. Although we can't take out a Nexus, they are current European #1s via the Tech9 rankings. So they are up there. Empire's been playing pretty strong themselves. I'd like to see Fragmasters place the top one on this one. They really do deserve it. But other than that, it's sketchy. I mean, it's not that people are underperforming, but it's just that teams are coming up so strong, and teams that you haven't really heard of much, really making a name for themselves in this. So I'm going to say my top three will have to go between a Nexus, Lowland Lions, and Fnatic. With an Empire is going to come close into this one too. They're all going to put up a fight. But yeah, that's where my three are going to sit for now.
Yeah, and you've also got the fact that it is an online tournament. Very, very different results to what you get normally at LAN events when everybody's all piled into the same room, and they come together as teams. Whereas online, you can have someone have a problem one night, suddenly one of the star players can't connect, and it's just a nightmare for everyone. Looks like we are going to be finally going live though for another knife round, I guess. You can take the knife round. I mean, Tossbots loves the knife rounds. Whenever you cast it with him, just try and push him to cast them knife rounds.
Now, I'm going to be honest here and say that Knife Round, I'm struggled to see the excitement in it as of yet. I believe Miracle actually did a brilliant one the other day where he nearly had everyone in fits of laughter because he just did it so energetically and stuff. But no, I still struggle on the Knife Round. I'll give it that much. Anyway, George is going up strong. Has got himself a couple of frags here. Patrick getting a knife 2-on-2 now. WinFakt looking a little bit stronger than what they were the round before, or the map before at least for the knife. Patrick flying in there, will take out his teammate in rather impressive style. Misses the knife onto George, and then George will take him out for all his troubles. So now we see IM once again taking the knife on, and they are going defense. Attack or defense? I mean, a 7-5 scoreline isn't so different these days.
Yeah, it's one of the maps that does change quite a bit. It can be down to the team. Some teams are just that good at defending, some are just great at attacking, obviously down to the rush teams, how they get the positions, etc. And the element of luck of dashing up the wrong side of the map whenever nobody's prepared for it. Not too sure who's going to take this one. I mean, between these two guys, you were saying obviously off air who you think the favourite is, but I don't think you've told anyone on air.
Yes. Personally, I think WinFakt are going to take this one. Very strong German players. You know, nothing past Immortals. They have been together. I just haven't seen them as much in competitive play. I think I'm really going to base this one more of the fact that I've seen WinFakt more in competitions than what I have seen Immortals. Immortals have been together for quite some time. I mean, the names are all recognized. Everyone, or most of the people know the guys from Immortals. But, I mean, like I said, WinFakt really up in there. They're also currently taking part in EMS. So I'm going to favourite for them to take it, not by a massive ratio. I'm going to say like a 13-9, 13-8 is going to be the scoreline. And I think it's really going to come down to the defensive side from WinFakt to really see how they have come up for this one. Now, it seems that they have gone for another knife round, or they have restarted it, thankfully. So hopefully you should get the teams quickly going on this one. WinFakt now are on attack, Immortals are on defense, and it's a game of restart at the moment.
Three restarts is always nice. WinFakt were the ones that they came third at I-43, is that right? Is it the same WinFakt?
No, that I believe is a different team. It was Fragmasters that came third. I believe it was TCM that... 43, yes, it was TCM that came first, Fragmasters, no, Infuse that came second, Fragmasters that came third. WinFakt didn't actually compete at
I swore blind I saw WinFakt there. But anyway, we are live, finally. So we're going to take it away and follow. It is WinFakt on the attack. I'm following Duffy at the moment. He has the bomb in hand. Looks like they can try and make a push in towards the A site. I'm not too sure if they're going to have much luck there. George does manage to pick up Patrick on the grenade frag there, going straight in. Duffy tossing that nade straight out, getting tagged up, immediately having to duck away. Has he got anyone with him in your house? There's three of them pushing on towards the A side. Just see whether anyone's actually creeping in. There's one just managed to get down in towards the stairs area. I'm trying to find out who he is. Mark is just around the corner though. Dals has taken down 90. Miles has managed to get himself in there, but they're going to back straight around and rotate round towards B by the looks of it. I think they're not happy with the defensive work of Reflexer. He's managed to push them straight away. George has someone just underneath him at the moment. If he's aware that they are, you can see one in on A now, smoke down. It is Duffy in there with the bomb. He's got one above him. I think his Reflexer just above him. Actually, it's not because he's dead. Following Duffy with the bomb. Still just blipping in between. He's got three man all around him. Does manage to take down Steve there. Goes straight in. Is he going to go straight for the plant? No, he's not. He's got one just around the corner. Coming straight round. It is Mark. He's going to take down Miles. Duffy is going to back up. He's got one on the stairs just above him. And he's looking exactly there. He's got to be careful. The one's going to come straight through the arches. He's just going to come around. He's just behind the bushes there. He's going to easily catch him down. Doesn't actually manage to get the frag. I've no idea how. He managed to tag him 3 times with the deagle. Still didn't take him down. And that's going to be first round to... What did you say? Infernals?
Immortals.
Immortals. See, that's because I've been playing Heroes of Might and Magic too much.
And it seems Steve Star not getting the best of start to kill his teammate there. And once again, WinFakt seem to try and push towards a bomb site, but Immortals shutting them down very quickly. 3 players dropping from WinFakt. They've pretty much got no one left, and the only players that are left are all over that A site in car park, surrounded by cars that are very likely to blow up. Hitch taking out Miles. Duffy's now your last man standing. He's being surrounded, and Hitch will be the man to take him out, taking it to 2-0. And Immortals impressing me so far.
Yeah, solid defensive round there. How are WinFakt going to respond to this, going 2-0 down? Are they going to switch across to B? Looks like they might do. Duffy just picking the bomb up and heading off towards that way. Now there's 3 still going towards the A site. spin across. See if we can see anyone pushing forward. There is two-man defence over on the B side. Mark tossing out that nade. Patrick with a grenade frag on Dars there, but Patrick being taken straight down. Mark, sorry, taking Patrick straight down. If I can get my kills right, it would be handy. George managed to pick up a kill along with Hitch, and that is the push on towards A side. Completely stopped in the tracks, but Duffy has managed to get the bomb in there and backed straight out. 90 picking up an exit frag on towards Hitch. George working his way in towards the bomb site. George and Steve both around the arches. Steve going to rotate around, try and get it in towards Sniper House. George trying his best to pick away at anyone. Steve has been tagged up, meanwhile, across the side there. It is Miles. Duffy managed to pick up the frag. Last man standing is going to be Steve, and he's going to get taken down with a late grenade attack there. And that is the first round for WinFakt, and much needed one.
Definitely, it seems that Immortals were really taking the first couple of rounds in their favour. You know, that kind of playstyle where the teams don't really want to push in, they kind of want to see how the enemy's playing. And Immortals are like, right, if you guys aren't going to move in and try and find out how we play, we'll just run up senselessly through mid and SMG down all your players. And Darcy starting off strong, does take out 90, Reflexer pushes out, taking out Steve Star. And has slowed down slightly. Reflexer's the only man on that B side. And if he had his team with him there, he really could have made some great forward momentum. But there was no one there. Patrick taking out Hitch. Down to a 3-on-3. Similar situation to last round. Patrick pushing up. George taking out Patrick. Duffy with the revenge frag. Mark pushing up mid. And it's a flurry of frags as Duffy is now your last man standing 1 versus 2. But there's no way Immortals are going to peek out here. They don't need to. They can just sit tight and wait for that bomb plant to go down. They know that Duffy doesn't have any smoke anymore. He's got nowhere to cover him, and he's laying down in the middle of the street. Mark's going to shut him down in the head, and they're going to keep that 2-round advantage.
Yeah, easily spotted there. That was the first push on B, and it's failing miserably. So WinFakt just not sure how to do it. They lost 2, I think, in the opening first few seconds, which is never going to help. And there's Dars picking up an extra frag straight away on Reflexer. George has also got someone pinned. He's tagging them up. It is 90. Didn't go down. Tossed the nade out. Might finish him off. I think 90's probably going to back away from that one. Mark does go down to Patrick. And following Duffy. Duffy with the bomb. Does manage to get the kill on Hitch. Murky working his way towards A site now. Grenade smoke going down. Gets tagged straight away by George in the alleyway there. And George backing away. Patrick with the frag on towards Dars. Miles replying straight away. Patrick with the frag. Couple of quick frags on the defense there. I'm not too sure if Immortals really had to show themselves so much there. WinFakt easily just picked them off as they poked them with faces. It
was kind of like they just used the bomb site as a baiting area. They pushed into the bomb site and just waited for Immortals to push them, and then took them out one by one as they could. But it seems it's going to be a little bit of different playstyle this round. WinFakt, they're going for a rather split push. They've got one going all the way towards B, one's all the way in car park, 90 sitting up in mid, and really, WinFakt are all over the place. They've kind of assembled 3 here on this A site. Reflexer all the way down on the bomb already. He hears people on the top of the street. He's going to be communicating that back to his team. Patrick taking out George. And here WinFakt start. We're going to see if they can get a couple of picks. If they can get that bomb site, or that bomb down on that bomb site, of course it just makes it so much more easier to defend. Steve's still getting his first frag of this match. Reflexer taking out Darcy, 2-on-4. And it's going to be a struggle here as Mark moves around this window building. He knows what at the top of the street. Reflexer having actually brilliant reactions and does finish him off without much of a fight. Steve Sawyer's your last man standing. He's up in the arch. Reflexer's going to shut him down, take it to 3-3. And it seems WinFakt have woken up just a little bit. Yeah, getting back into this one, finding their feet. And that's been a couple of successful pushes onto the A side. Will they switch things up? Or will they keep it nice and simple? No opening frags for Darcy this time with that scope. Stevie being tagged up pretty heavily there. Reflexer getting the frag down onto George. Reflexer moving straight in, gets in a double kill on towards Steve. Patrick on Mark. And Duffy with the bomb working his way in towards that B site. I thought they might switch it. And they have to. Dars getting the frag on towards Patrick. Plant going down from Duffy, but he gets taken down by Hitch there. Didn't catch a glimpse of where he was. 90 replying on towards Dars, trying to switch across where is Hitch. Hitch up in the marketplace and tagged up already. They know exactly where he is. He's going to be pinned, trying to shoot him through the walls, and Reflexer will get a 3rd frag of the round. And nicely played there. Immortals responding well. Having a quick look at the score, but we can really see the teams are... I don't want to say that they're lacking teamwork, but the kills are spread all over the place. 7-1, 9-1 between top and bottom players for each team. And, you know, you really got to have your teammates carrying their weight. You can't just rely on a couple of players to get into that bomb site and no one there to back it up. And it seems that's what's been happening with WinFakt these last couple of rounds. They get into a bomb site, but they really don't have the people to back it up. Now we see Immortals shutting down this A push. They quickly rotate. They've got all 4 players on that A site, minus Hitch. Now as he gets taken out. And it seems Immortals have now learned how WinFakt take over this bomb site. George taking out 90. Duffy's your last man standing. And it's definitely not the first time I've said that one tonight. And so he's quickly shut down there by Darzi. And it'll be a 4-4. WinFakt evening it up.
Yeah, big round from Immortals there. Can WinFakt get straight back in there? They seem to have success when they move fast. And Duffy again moving in straight in with that bomb. Darcy trying his luck with the scope. Across to Steve. Steve working his way in towards B. He's got Reflexer coming up behind him. I don't think he realised it. There he is. Reflexer getting the first frag of the round. Dashing straight to the marketplace. And Duffy is following. Looks like it's going to be another B push. And they managed to get themselves in already. 90 getting down. Duffy there. Hitch works around. Duffy getting the second kill on towards Hitch there. As the bomb plant goes in. Reflexer picks up the second of the round. Duffy must manage to get that bomb down. This is going to be an easy round for WinFakt, and it is a 4-0 round. Very nicely played by WinFakt. Quick pace as well, getting towards that B side. Seems to be working for them now.
Flexer really only knows W and shift at this point in time. I mean, anywhere I see him going, he's sprinting as fast as he can, and as soon as he sees anything move, he just starts shooting at it. It's been working well for him. Currently sitting on 12 frags after 9 rounds. So really helping out his team that is currently top fragging. Does get taken out early in this round. It's not gonna help his team too much. Although, as much as I say he has been performing well, there is still the rest of WinFakt to remember, and it's down to 2 players once again. Make that one as Patrick grabs another, and it is all on Darzi. And the problem is that the bomb site is nowhere near Ace. Not only does he have to cross the whole map, he's still got to try and get to the bomb site. Patrick grabbing a third, taking out Darzi. 6-4 is your scoreline, and WinFakt now have that 2-round lead.
Yeah, Immortals in dangerous territory here. They need to grab these next 2 rounds, or it's going to start looking quite a bad defensive round for them. So George has been pretty lucky getting some early frags. It looks like he missed it this time. Just got a glimpse of Reflexer dashing into Marketplace, I think. Following George at the moment. Patrick does get the kill, and George does manage to take Patrick straight down. Let's have a look towards Duffy. Where is he going with this bomb? He's still hanging back. Does he with a grenade frag on towards Miles? Replied straight away. George going down to 90. Does he with that SMG covering the back A side? But I don't think he needs to be too worried, because looking in towards Duffy with that bomb, they're still hanging around Marketplace. Steve managed to take down Duffy on the top there, and Reflex is going to respond to that. He knows he's got someone behind him. He's got one in front just around that car. Just wants to take down a Hitch there. Comes across, looks for Darzi, and manages to tag him up back straight away there. Darzi get in, the scope going off, but Steve manages to finish him off with the grenade. And 90 versus 2 now. He has that bomb. Oh, he didn't manage to get Steve down there, and clean crosshairs on him. He's going to instead move towards the bomb site. Steve is going to come around behind him. He's going to come across. He's going to have Darcy just around the corner. Misses massively there. Does get taken down by Darcy. Wow, spraying and praying there. And completely missing. And a really important round by Immortals.
Now Miles seems to really be struggling off the blocks. 1 for 5 at the moment. I want to see if I can find him here and see what he is actually up to on this team. He has got that scope. He's not really able to, hasn't really been able to find this pixel. And whenever he is going, it's his SMGs and AKs that have really been cleaning out those bomb sites. Does actually land a corner there onto Darcy's scope. The scope action of a different note. Oh, tags up Steve, so unable to finish him off though. The move towards that B side has been initiated. There's 2 players for WinFakt over on the A side. They're going to be rotating over quickly. 90 grabbing the frag there onto Steve Star. As George starts spraying away through the wall. He's in that B arch. And unfortunately, he's left his team at an SMG at the top of the street, and really won't be able to cover that B-bomb site on his own. Does get taken out from the top of the arch. Reflects now. He needs to also try and get across there. He has spotted, I believe that was Mark. Hitch getting taken up by Patrick Stiegel, and then 90 to close the one to Mark. And it is a 7-5 half-time score. And the problem is now, I really did consider WinFakt to be stronger on defense. And if it is so, Immortals are going to be in for some trouble.
Yeah, well, in fact, we're a bit slow going, a little bit slow to get started, but once they did, they seemed to run through them rounds pretty easily on the attack and have no problems at all on the B side. They struggled on the A side a little, which is where they lost the rounds, really. But since they managed to get their feet on the ground, and Reflex have really started dashing through, like you said, he only knows W in shift. Patrick on a 15-3, not bad for him. 11-0 for Darcy as well. So, Patrick been playing big, following Reflexer. Is he going to dash straight through into car park? I think he might do, actually. He's got 3 ahead of him, 4 ahead of him. Could run straight through. Steve manages to get straight through the A side. There's a fast dash, double grenade there from Reflexer as he tossed it out just before he got killed on that stairwell. That's disastrous for Immortals there. They've done such a good job to get in there early, but going down to a double grenade frag from someone that's already dead, it's just like martyrdom right in your face. Steve's just got one in the corner. He knows he's there. He just caught a glimpse of him. He's going to come around the right-hand side of Steve. I don't think Steve's aware of it, but he has gone prone, so he's going to be able to get away as soon as he steps up. Wow, how are they just not seeing each other, the other side of these plants? They are going to back away. He does get tagged up. It was from the arches, though. Miles managed to take down a hitch there. It is a 2-on-2. Immortals really need to pull this one out. Miles gets Steve down. Mark now the last one standing, dashes straight into it, caught in a crossfire, taken down. Disastrous work for Immortals there. They should have taken that round, but wow, going down to a double grenade frag really knackered them.
I mean, they got in there so quickly, but it's something so simple as, yeah, I'm just going to throw a nade directly up in the air. I don't really know if anyone's behind the wall, or they could have pushed in by this time, but hey, let's see if it works. And it did work, and it's just something so simple that really completely slowed the pace of the Immortal push, and then WinFakt adapted extremely quickly and got right back into that A side. Patrick taking out George, and it seems that Immortals are pushing this B side. Now Duffy and Nighty are going to have a mission and a half on their hands trying to stop this push. I've only got AKs, they haven't got any close range weapons with them. Reflexer taking out Darzi, and it's just pushing Immortals even more to go over to that B side, as then Reflexer pushing up on that A area. Reflexer with another one onto Hitch, and quickly, from what was an Immortal push towards that B side, has been an Immortal an Immortal team trying to just stay alive right now. 2 versus 3. As Mark does spot Miles, takes him out. There's one coming up from Wooden behind him, and Mark pulls out the Deagle, lands a shot onto 90. It's not going to be enough. And Steve Starr is now last man standing. Luckily for him, he knows where the last 2 players are and is going to be rushing all the way over to the A side. Going to get this bomb down. And now hopefully, if he plays this right, he definitely has the opportunity to clutch this one. A is such an easily defended bomb site if they're just sitting in the right position. And it seems he's gone for that window building. He's going to have to wait to at least find one of them. Won't be able to take them both at the same time. He's going to be peeking out. He hears one at the top of the street. Does take him out. I think he's heard the one up in the arch. He does spot the play coming out of the arch, and he does take out 90, taking it to 6-8. Superb play from Steve Starr to hold it together, play it simply, just pick off a player, only one-on-one then, and a simple way to close off the round.
Yeah, much needed round as well. 8-6 the score. Immortals have managed to hit Reflexer pretty hard there, but he's going to survive the grenade landing into his car park. He notices 2 there, so someone tagged straight down. George working his way through, manages to catch Patrick there as he dashed through. Did take Mark down with the grenade just before he died though. Grenades landing, rattling around by George. George just backing off. Caught a glimpse of someone across Marketplace, which is why he's trying to tag up. Darcy rattling those sniper shots off. Never too sure how well the scope works on this map at this situation. It used to be king, but the game really has changed a lot since then. And they are rushing through. Reflex again, picking up a kill. On towards Steve there. 90 following up on George. Miles is desperately trying to find some frags. He's saying, no, I'm not going to lose all these frags. There is only 2 remaining for Immortals. It is looking desperately hard for them to pick up another round. They have got themselves into the A, but they've got being surrounded very quickly. WinFakt have the high ground. They're going to come straight around. Last man standing is going to be Hitch, and he gets taken down pretty easily, 9-6. And WinFakt starting to pick up the pace here, going very aggressive in their defensive work. Oh,
it's unbelievable. I mean, the one moment you have 4 WinFakt players towards the top of the street, 2 towards B side, 1 towards mid, and 1 towards the A side. You know, typical defense. And then out of nowhere, like bees flying in a swarm, you just see these red dots on the minimap converging on A. And I mean, if they had seen that minimap, if they could have seen where the enemies was, even I would have kind of given up hope at that point in time. Because, I mean, WinFakt just played it solidly and peaked all together at the same time, and it was near impossible for Immortals to pick that one back, or at least take out the players. And coming into this round, it is already a 2-on-4. Mark pushing up on this Windows building. Has spotted one behind the wall. Is going to get some help from his teammate. Taking out Duffy. Pulls out the Deagle. Takes out Reflexer. Brings it back to a 2-on-2. But 90 has rotated, and Mark's going to be killed in the back if he's not too careful. It is Patrick coming behind him. And Patrick's going to play this one slow. He doesn't need a peek. He knows 90's got cover, and 90's going to take him out with that AK. Taking to 4-round lead. And this is what I said, that WinFakt defense is so difficult to break. And if you do break it, you've got to take every advantage of it. And it doesn't seem to be going that way for Immortals at this point in time.
Yeah, they got took down by that double grenade frag at the start as well. That does not help. I think it was Duffy with the double grenade frag. They managed to dodge the nades as far so far. Mark has managed to get himself in the marketplace. Tags up and takes down Nigel. Switches to Deagle. Beautiful stuff. Takes down Reflexer. But a grenade from his own team. Actually, I think it was the barrel, wasn't it, that took him down there. I'm not too sure. It was Duffy that got him. Actually, it wasn't his own team. That would be impossible. Dars, with that scope, he is a long way back. And they have that 4-3 advantage. Can they make it count, is the question. Duffy peeking. George in marketplace. Who is going to make the inroads in towards this WinFakt defense that's been so solid so far? So you can see one rotating round. Going to go straight towards George's scope at the moment. It's just the left-hand side of George. In fact, gets taken down. It was Miles. The grenade landing on him there. 4 on 2, 3 on 2 as Hitch goes down to Duffy. George manages to catch a glimpse of one, takes down Patrick. He knows where the other one is. It is Dars. And he does manage to get Duffy down. Beautifully done. And wow, a very important round for Impact. I'll get the name right eventually. It is Immortals.
Immortals, yes, Immortals. And now, having a quick look at the scoreboard, again, Reflexer just pulling away with those frags. Immortals bringing it back slightly. There's only a 5 kill difference between top and bottom. They're holding on to a little bit better. They are working together a lot more by the seams of things. And it seems that Reflexer is really that spearhead in their defense. Darcy taking out Patrick. 19 are trying to hold the speed side on his own. They didn't push forward when they had the opportunity. And now Steve Styles got 3 around the corner. Does break through the smoke, but Duffy lands a headshot on him. George pushing up middle, takes out Reflexer. And Immortals have been able to get in on the speed side. Got to be very careful now. Mark saving his teammate, shutting down Duffy in the back. And now WinFakt need to try and come back from this. It is a 1 on 4. 90 with that, with the 1 AK headshot onto Hitch. Are you kidding me?
Awesome shot. Just
I was just like,
as well.
Where is he? There, click. Oh, okay, dead. Next. I was, oh my word, it's really one of those speechless moments. You just, I mean, I've never actually seen something like that happen before.
Incredible stuff. Reflex are going very aggressive again, but he's going to find himself no one there. They've all gone towards B side, and 90 is going to get very busy over here at the moment. Hitch does take down Miles. Switching across, Reflexer is going to come back towards Market. He knows that they've all come around that side. Hitch just mentioned it, and Patrick as well. Immortals on the push here. You know what's thrown me? It is the fact that there's George and it's IM. I'm just thinking Impact Gaming, the old Italian team. But it's not. And George does get taken down, but Mark replies, and that is a 3rd strong round from Immortals there. They pulled it back to 10-9.
From 10-6, 3 rounds in a row, WinFakt are going to start scratching their heads a bit and going to say, right guys, we need to change something up here. What's going wrong and how can we fix this? Because at the moment, Immortals, like I said, that teamwork's showing through. They can't just rely on Reflexer the whole time. And once they isolate Reflexer, it seems like they're able to have a lot more freedom pushing around this map. And with Patrick pushing up on this B side, there is one wooden around the corner, but Hitch and Mark landing frags. Duffy, the only one to get a reply so far. Besides the fact that Steve Star's also gone down. And now Reflexer hanging around that B side. And it is a 3-on-3. George waiting on mid. Having a quick little look at the overlay of the map, we can see that they're hanging around mid. They kind of really seems undecisive. They want to get a pick on a bomb site, and if anything, if they can get that pick on A, if they can get one player on A, that whole A bomb site is open. Of course, they do not know that, and they're just trying to go on their instincts and just try and work together here. George covering middle and behind on that car park area. You can see him switching backwards and forwards between these two positions, and it is a lot for him to cover. Reflexer taking out Hitch. That is towards that wooden building, so at least the Immortals can take the fact that, right, so Reflexer's there, let's not push it, but clearly Darcy did not get that message. Reflexer shuts him down too. George is now your last man standing. He is in mid, switching his weapon, just in case he thinks it does give it extra superpowers. And Reflex is going to be the one to come up here with another frag, grabbing 3 frags there towards the end of the round, 9-11. And WinFakt grabbed their first round in 4.
The difference there for me was Reflex was actually defending rather than trying to rush through the back end of the team and get an ace. It seems to me, the moment though, Darcy scoping it up. And nobody going down in the opening exchanges, which is always good. Patrick does go down though. Steve so has managed to work his way towards the bottom line. Mark taking out 90. Steve's being tanked up. Managed to duck behind the car. Has got one to the side. Does get taken down. Reflexor as well. The bomb plant going in though. Will he manage to get out alive? Hitch does get the bomb plant down. Catches one in street. Tags it up. Got one to his right, one to his left. Which one will he go for? He doesn't know. He's split between the two of them. And now he's just hiding in dear life. Manages to come around. Oh, flash up. He's just sprayed and prayed. He takes down Duffy. Switches to Deagle. Oh, and George comes in to save the day. Does manage to take down Hitch in the process with Miles. And now it is Reflex with George. And George wins. I would not have called that one 11-10. Immortals are staying in this game. And could they pull this out?
Oh man, it is getting a little bit tense now. We are getting towards the last 3 rounds of this game. There are only 3 rounds left, and the unfortunate thing is that if this does come down to a tie, that's where it stays. This is best of one, and it's going to go no further. As it is still group stage, as Nighty getting that headshot spray onto Steve Stop through the smoke. Miles getting a frag of his own. 90 with a frag in there too. My word, it's actually been 3 frags, and they've not even seen an Immortal player yet. Now, Mark going to try and push up here through mid-reflexor, taking out George. 1 versus 5, and before I could even finish the sentence, 90 takes out Mark, takes it to 10-12, and 2 game points here on the board for WinFakt.
Indeed, and remember we can have draws in this. It is the group stages. It kind of sucks for you as viewers and us as commentators, but yeah, draws can happen. We don't have any extra time, but I don't think we're going to need it, because I think WinFakt are going to close this one out. And I think they're going to close it out this round. Immortals have been a little bit slow going. Patrick has one down though to Mark. And Immortals realise the pressure is on them. Lose this round, lose the game. Stevie getting tagged up. Duffy takes down Hitch. It is a 4-on-4. It is a 3-on-3. And it's quickly going the way of WinFakt as Steve's been tagged up. Got himself pinned completely behind the wall. Tries to dash out. Does manage to escape there. George going down to Miles' scope though. And now Steve in car park is just awaiting the arrival of WinFakt. But they have cleverly defended. They're not rushing through this one. Nobody's showing either. Darcy, with that scope, really wants to find Miles. But he is not showing himself. He's hiding. He's looking exactly where he's at. But he's just not going to poke. Miles backing away. Very clever play from WinFakt here. Finally found their discipline. Sitting and waiting, and Immortals, well, time's against them. They're going to have to move in. Eventually you can hear it ticking. We've got 20 seconds. Smoke goes across. Darcy missing the chance to get a shot there. Looks across towards Archie's though. Will he manage to cover his man? Yes, he will do. Miles goes down, spins across, checks to the right, checks to the top, manages to catch a glimpse of someone in window there. Duffy does take down Steve. Duffy gets a second as well, and that is GG, well played. And WinFakt do take it, but Immortals put a good showing in here, I feel.
Oh no, definitely. I think they played superbly, but Reflexor on his own, 27 frags by the end of that match. I mean, if you have a man on such a mission, it just makes it like so difficult for your team, because you're going to push them together. You know, as a team work together, Reflexor just grabs 2 frags, and it's kind of all, you know, mangled up, and you don't really have much left to work with. Immortals held on strong. They did have a good 3-round comeback that really was showing some promises, but unfortunately didn't work out that way for them, and it came to a total 13-9 scoreline. So, nevertheless, well played there from the Immortals side. WinFakt will be winning that one, and I believe securing the top spot in the groups. Now, we will be bringing you guys more coverage, of course, of the CVC stuff. We will be planning more matches for next week, Thursday. Myself and D-Man will be covering, most likely be covering more matches in between then, but we'll see if we can drag Tosspot in for a stream or 2 in the near future. And I believe that's it really now. So then, from myself and from D-Man this evening, I hope you guys have had an awesome game to watch, and with more coverage from Quad V, enjoy you guys' evening. Good night.